It's day 66 of our inventory transformation. Remember, we started working on these beavers so we can make a neon. Also, I really want to start working on this house because I want to get a bunch done so we can try to trade it and get something good. But I also want to work on these beavers because I want to make a neon so we can be able to trade it. As always, I'm going to set up my trading stand in the center of town so hopefully we can get some trades even if we're decorating our house. Thank you so much to all of you guys that commented and told me that I could skip this even on the computer. I don't know how I missed that. We put our neon fly ride peacock that we just got in our trading stand and we got this offer. Although I really like the Arctic foxes and I wouldn't mind having some more, this was definitely an under offer for our neon fly ride peacock. Then we had this person trade us and they wanted to offer for our candy hair, so I told them sure, and then they added in a cupid dragon, which made no sense to me. So then I asked them if there was any pets in my profile that they were interested in because I definitely would have offered for this cupid dragon. Then they asked if we could add a little because they said that they felt like they were over, which they definitely were way over, and they said that their other pets weren't very good. So I'm not really sure because when I checked out their profile, it looked like they had really pretty good pets. So I added my golden fly ride unicorn and I definitely was still way under, but I kind of just wanted to know like what pets it was in my profile that they wanted for this cupid dragon. And when I checked out their profile to see what kind of pets they were interested in, they had a fairy bat dragon, they had a pink cat, they had an aurora fox, and all of those are like really good pets. Then this person kept typing in chat, and every time that they would type, it would actually get tagged out, so I had no idea what they were looking for. And eventually they just declined the trade. It looks like this is a pretty good server, like there's quite a few people around and there are a lot of trading stands out, which I always think means that there's quite a few people like actually on the server, so I definitely want to stay on this one and I hope we get some good trades. Then we got this trade and this person actually added in a ride corgi, which I'm not too interested in, but it was a ride pet, so I figured that they probably wanted a ride pet, so I added my ride parakeet and then I just didn't feel like that was probably enough. Then I added a couple more things because I just didn't really know what to add and I wasn't too interested in getting this, like it didn't really matter to me. And I always wish when people would do these random trades with me that they would have some idea, like they've looked at my profile and they have some idea of what they want for it. So at least then I could accept or decline the trade. Then they eventually said that they were offering this for my chicken and I definitely didn't want to take this for the chicken, so I told them no thank you. Then we got this offer for our fly ride golden unicorn and I actually really love the pup tune and the nebula snake, but everything else is just pretty random and really hard to trade actually. Honestly, I feel like the pup tunes are worth like quite a bit and I feel like they're just going to go up and up and up in value, but I just definitely didn't want to trade this fly ride legendary for it. The golden unicorns can be a little hard to trade, but there are definitely people that are interested in the golden unicorn and it's fly ride and it's a legendary. I told you I definitely want to be working on my house, and when I started working on this house I didn't realize it, but there's so many like pieces that are like extra, like there's extra pieces of the wall and it just got like really hard. It took me like so much time just when I was trying to like line up the walls correctly and change the colors of them to just even like click on a piece. I ended up pulling out a lot of random pieces and then like adding pieces back. That's actually one of the hardest things when you go back in to like redecorate someone's house. Then we got this super under offer for our neon fly ride peacock, and it just seemed like every time, or like the whole time that I was trying to decorate my house, I just kept getting these random trades with like these really super under offers. So I would definitely recommend not having up a trading stand or maybe even being in like a private server if you're just like definitely just going to focus on decorating your house. Then we got this offer, and the golden tortoise beetle is one of the hardest pets to trade, and then they started adding in vehicles, so I just declined the trade. I told you yesterday that like yellow just isn't my favorite color and I really wanted to change all the walls and all the trim pieces and the doors and everything to white. I just want to make sure all my walls are like completely lined up, and then I kept out my pet this whole time so I could be sure to like not miss any task for it. I know that sometimes you're going to see me a little behind with my pets task, but I definitely will catch up on them. I mean, I definitely want to age up my pets, but at the same time, like I think probably my main focus is just to try to get this house done. Sometimes it's just easier to put your pet away because then you can focus. I decided that I wanted to change these steps to like be like white and then change like the whole like raised area to also be white. I think it'll just look better, and then I also think that it will just allow for it to look like it's a bigger space. When I film this, I still have the Valentine's Day event going on, and so I was able to go and find the cupid dragon just in time to be able to collect the hearts. Then it was so nice because the camping task popped up right then, so I was able to get that stuff out of the way. And you guys know me, I never like to miss the camping task. Then while we were out, we had this person trade us and they asked us what we wanted for our chicken, so I put the chicken in. Then they added a fairy bat dragon and then they declined the trade. Then I was back to decorating my house, and then I got another trade, and guys, another super under offer, so I just declined the trade. This urban egg is out of game, but I have like over 100 of them on one of my alts, and all of these pets were just like under. And every time that I keep getting these like super under offers for this neon fly-ride peacock, I just keep wondering, like, did I make like a huge mistake trading and getting that pet? Like, are they just like super hard to trade? Because I actually think they're like really cute, but I don't know. I've never had one like to be able to trade, so I don't know if they're hard to trade or not. So I'm just really hoping that we can get a good trade for that and make it all worthwhile. I apologize for what you guys are looking at because I know it looks like super annoying because I just moved all this stuff to like the center of the room to just get it out of my way because I really didn't want to get rid of anything in case I can use it, and then I'll delete it later if I don't end up using it. Then another super under offer. Then we got this offer, which the mushroom friend is about equal to the peacock. It might be just slightly under, but then they added this like paint sealer. And I don't know why that bothers me when people add stuff like that, but it's just like kind of like I don't know. I just know the paint sealer is worth like just pretty much nothing. Plus I've had this neon mushroom friend before like in the past, and I just really like the peacock better, so I told him no thank you. I definitely know that I want to add like a bunch of windows to this, so I'm going to fill this whole area that's like raised like with windows like along the wall. I'm really trying to work on the walls, and then I'll like add all the furniture and different like decorations and stuff like that. Then another really under offer, guys. I have no idea what is going on, but I hope it gets better. Then we collected enough hearts to be able to go buy another sweetheart rat. I think this makes like 4 or 5. Then we got this offer for a neon fly ride peacock, and they added in a mega ghost, a ride golden penguin, and a neon Halloween white skeleton dog. But then they almost like immediately took out the white skeleton dog, which that actually was still under with the Halloween dog, but even if they had added it back in, it just seemed like kind of a step back, I guess. So I told him no thank you. Then after that, we got this trade, and this person was just adding all these random eggs in, and none of them I don't think are worth like anything, or I mean, they're just not worth that much. And then they added in a bunch of like random ride pets. And guys, this just definitely felt like a super step back from our neon fly ride legendary, so I told them no thank you. Then we had this person, and they wanted to offer for our elephant, and they actually added in like a neon frostbite cub, and I think those are super cute, but guys, this was like a super under offer again. Some days I just feel this is how my trading goes. Like sometimes we just get like really bad offers and we just have to move on. Luckily we're working on our house, so it's not that big of a deal. But if I wasn't working on my house, I would definitely switch servers at this point. Then I started adding like a bunch of the stuff to like the center of the room to just get it out of my way so I could kind of work on this corner. I know I want to put down trim anywhere that you can see it because I just think it makes everything look better. So I really started adding trim like to this area, and then in front of like the platform, and then like really anywhere around this room that you could see. Then I started moving a bunch of stuff like out of the kitchen area because I knew I wanted to add like a bunch more cabinets. I told you guys before that I love the color pink, and so I definitely want to make these kitchen cabinets, at least the kitchen part, like I want to make them pink. I picked this like super pretty pink that's like kind of almost purple, and I am just like really loving this color. Then when I tried to move these like cabinets over like that were up on the platform before, I realized that they're different size than the cabinets that were already in the kitchen. Sometimes it can be really hard to like match them up or make them like the exact like right size. So after trying to make them the right size, I just decided that I would move them out of the way and I would use them somewhere else. Then I can just clone the kitchen cabinets that are already there and like move them over, and so they'll be like the exact same size, so they'll just be easier to like match up. Then I decided to move over to this other wall where they had like the bookcases, and I really liked the look of how they had like the bookcases all lined up there, but I definitely knew that I wanted to change the colors of them, so I made the bookcases white, and then I was trying to like play with like the colors of the book, like just to give it like the right amount of color. I know I want to do this like little sitting area here, and we definitely need like a window just to give it to like the look of like more space, and I don't know, it just makes it look more like a home. So I added a window to match like the platform windows, and then I also wanted to add curtains here. Then when I looked back at the kitchen, I actually was like, I think I'm gonna put another window there because I think it'll just look better. So I just needed to move some of these kitchen cabinets out of my way, and then I'll move them back. I think that looks really good, but we definitely need some more cabinets on the other side of the window. Now I think the other side looks like a little bit uneven, so I wanted to add even more kitchen cabinets to that side as well. Yes, I definitely like that so much better. I tried to put curtains on this window, but they just didn't look right in my kitchen. Now I definitely want to add some stuff to this platform, like some furniture. I wanted to put some cabinets, so I was gonna try to use those extra cabinets that we had that were left over. I'm not sure what color to make them, so I'm gonna make them a couple different colors, and then I'm gonna to step back so I can look at it and see which one I like the best. I don't actually think I like either one of those from here. Like I think it needs like a blue color or something. So I'm going to try blue and then step back and see what it looks like. I was going to try this really light powder blue, but I don't think it's going to show up as well as I want to. So I'm going to change it to a little bit darker. I think I like the blue color so much better because I think it stands out like with all the pink and white. Then I added this archway like behind it just to kind of like stop your eye there. Then I added some rugs to like the kitchen / dining room area, and I think I'm just going to take like the rugs like all the way across the room. Then I moved the dining room table like into place, and then I absolutely love these dining chairs. I love to use them, and so I'm going to put like 8 around the table, and I love to make like the bottoms of them gold. These are just definitely my favorite dining room chairs. Then I want to try to reuse as many items as possible that were already in the house so I don't have to buy like new ones. I'm just going to use the same items but probably change the colors just a little bit. Then I add in some rugs just to kind of fill up the space a little bit. Adding rugs like definitely adds in like a lot of color to the room. Then again, I'm just moving some stuff. I actually added this bowl like to the center of the dining room table, and I added some of the apples that were already there, and then I changed the color of another bowl and moved it just to give some like different colors around the room. Then I added a TV and a TV stand up to the platform, and then I definitely want to add like a couch, and remember those yellow chairs that already came with the house. We're going to use those, but we're just going to change the color so we don't have to spend more bucks. I'm loving how this house is turning out so far, and guys, this is the end of day 67. Bye guys, until next time.